Hello Scorpio, welcome to your He Said, She Said reading. This is for the time period of October 1st through 14th, 2018. Now before I get started, because I've got a lot of new subscribers, I thought I'd explain what the He Said, She Said readings are all about. They're a little bit lighter in tone, a little bit more general, and I do this as a tag team effort with my husband Richard.
Hello Scorpio.
So we do this one together, and it's different from my monthly and bi-monthly readings because those I do by myself, and those are a lot more in depth. So I hope that you enjoy both, possibly, or one or the other. It's really up to you. So let's get along with your reading here, Scorpio. From Oracle of Mystical Moments, you've pulled Pure Nature.
So pure nature speaks to being at one with and accepting of your true nature.
And from the Wisdom of the Oracle, you've pulled To the Sea. And for you as a water sign, it's really being in the flow, recognizing how pieces fit together in the natural pattern of events, feeling yourself in the flow of life, when events and conditions seem to engage you in a way that is fluid and effortless. So the card reminds you that going with the flow is exactly what you need to do right now. So let's see where this energy goes. Scorpio, I've already meditated on your energy, so I'm going to cut the cards for Scorpio. And let's focus in on the energy of the person that you are thinking about here, Scorpio, what they bring to the table when it comes to you, their flaw, how they feel about you, how you feel about them, Scorpio, the strengths of the relationship, the weaknesses of the relationship, the potential for a healthy relationship crossed by any roadblock to that, and the potential outcome. So let's have a look and see what the person that you're thinking about, what is their energy right now? Judgment.
Wow, so we're talking about the possibility of rebirth, second chances.
Definitely a renewal. Perhaps after going through a period of, I want to say, assessment of past choices, decisions. There's a lot of learning from the past with this card. There's an energy around this of looking at the past, judging yourself, judging others as well, and deciding what to let go of and what to bring with you when it comes to the next phase of your life. So it's a very strong, very powerful major arcana card. So there's some kind of decision, perhaps a judgment being made here around this other person. So let's see what they bring to the table when it comes to you. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse.
So what we might be talking about here is a missed opportunity, and this might be with you, unfortunately. And then they might have made a decision to let you go and pursue another path.
Let's see what the flaw is of this person. Yeah, Six of Wands in reverse.
So there's a lot of defeat around this whole relationship. In other words, you've lost to them in some way. They've gained victory over you. And
I also see this as, when I have this in the floor position, what I get an energy around this as this person. Unfortunately, what I get around this individual is someone who feels like they need to be looked at, appreciated, admired, and that's their flaw, I feel. But around this is a sense of, for them, it's not a successful scenario for them. They seem to be a type of person that they'll be held back by this kind of behaviour, is how I'm feeling. Although they may have made an assessment here to end a possibility of a growing something with you here, Scorpio, but it's because of this attention seeking. Let's see how they're viewing you, Scorpio. Well, there we have you here as the Queen of Cups.
Right, so somebody who's willing to make an offer of love, something that is, I get the sense of it being long-term, a nurturing kind of love.
Can be male or female, it makes no difference. And of course this is a water sign card, so I do see this as your card here, Scorpio. Let's see how you are viewing them. Okay, so you may be healing from hearing some bad news about a decision being made, that things are not going to move forward as you thought that they would. It's a need to take a time out here to recuperate
and to heal,
to get your energy back. Let's look at the strengths. The Tower in reverse. So with this one as a strength, it's really kind of an energy here of, I almost feel it's very karmic in nature, and the reason why I feel that this is because it's the opportunity to overcome some kind of fear, anxiety, something that is perhaps causing you to resist some kind of change or resist the end of a situation. But there's something here that's very, I see Judgment as a card of karma. So I see this as kind of like a karmic thing that is causing you to assess. I feel like that it goes much deeper than a breakup here. I think this is giving you a real opportunity to change what has perhaps needed to change for a long time, but hasn't been changing.
Yeah, so something that
behaviour.
Yeah, so something that's been holding you back in the past. You might not have even known it.
Right.
It could be that this breakup here actually exposed something within you
that needed to change.
And that I look back now at to the sea and pure nature, and I look upon that as being just cards of acceptance. Really accepting things the way they are, and also accepting that things happen for a reason.
Yeah.
That it's in the end, it's all for the best, and that it's probably a good thing that this did not work out.
I feel like this person's nature has been exposed. With going with the flow, it's realizing that it's a very karmic energy that I feel here around this, and for you, it has the potential to really improve your life, although you may not see this right now, in terms of you making a major change as a result of something that you thought was going to work out or grow, but didn't. Let's look at the weakness, the Star.
Right. So it's really, as a weakness, the Star here is indicating false hope.
Yeah.
And that was the thing. It was a thing that you were very probably optimistic about. Something that you wanted really, really to work.
Yeah.
But something that ultimately ended up in defeat. Really, lack of victory. I don't know. I guess you could look upon the Six of Wands here in reverse as being a failure in its own way, or at least, let's put it another way, perceived failure. And when I say perceived failure, I'm talking about it not really being a failure. It feels like one. There's definitely no doubt about that. But I go back to Michelle's comments about it being karmic, about almost about it being meant to be, and in that you need to at least take away some real lessons from this. And if changes need to be made in your life because of this, then so be it.
Yeah.
Take that opportunity and make those changes.
What I get with to the sea, it's It speaks about when external conditions appear to block every attempt to move forward. And I feel that this has blocked you in some way here, Scorpio. It's really about being in a natural cycle. So knowing that things will flow again in due course and there's no cause for alarm. Stop resisting and fighting against the situation and learn to flow, even when the tide feels like it is going out. Relax and trust in the abundance that will soon be within your reach again. So, as an ancient mariner's saying applies to you now, when fishermen cannot go to sea, they stay home and repair their nets. And I feel that that's what you're doing with this Four of Swords. It's making repairs.
But I think I don't see it as just being repairs. I see it as change, making a fundamental change to your makeup.
Yeah.
And we're talking about self-realization here. I mean a really deep self-realization.
Yeah.
I take that again back to pure nature as well.
Mm-hmm.
Realizing the nature of yourself and being accepting of that nature.
I also see as a strength and a weakness here as needing to see things as still being very hopeful. It's not losing sight of there being light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, I mean, it does take on a double meaning.
It does.
It certainly indicates false hope as a flaw.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, it's also, the Star is a very powerful card.
Mm.
And I kind of look upon it as like the sun in some ways, in that it sort of overwhelms or trumps other cards.
Yeah.
And the overwhelming message of the Star in the upright is hope and inspiration.
And the power, the realization that optimism, it's that law of attraction, what you're putting out to the world, the manifestation. And when you're putting out a feeling of being optimistic, hopeful when it comes to the future, then this is when things will start to turn around for you, I feel. If you're staying in a place where you're feeling defeated, lackluster, defeated by
a situation. Or a person.
Yeah, this is the thing that needs to be turned around here and needs to fall away. Let's look at the potential. Okay, we've got Justice, and the roadblock is the Ten of Cups. So with this one, Richard, with the Ten of Cups as a roadblock here, what I get is that this person may not have felt like they were ready to make a commitment.
They might have even felt like they were not worthy of happiness, not worthy of that happy ending.
Potentially.
They felt so defeated by the situation they were in, that they didn't even feel like they were going to be ever able to have that happy ending.
But even though that the possibility is here with the Star card and the Ten of Cups.
Yeah, I think it's more an illusion than anything else, that particular roadblock. I don't think it's a real roadblock. When we do these readings, often the roadblock is not real. It's often a very perceived thing.
Yes.
It looks real, but it actually isn't. And it's often something that is something of your own imagining, really, and it's not based in reality.
So let's look at the potential outcome. Okay, we've got the Seven of Swords. So with this one, what I see here is very much an energy of needing to, well, I get it as escaping.
Yeah.
It's escaping.
Yeah, so the Seven of Swords doesn't always mean that somebody's going to go out and cheat.
No.
The other interpretation of the Seven of Swords is one of escape. Often though, it's a surreptitious escape. It's a sneaky escape. It's sometimes the way it feels.
I feel like it's this person though.
Yes, that they're escaping from
responsibility.
Yes.
From the responsibility of a relationship.
Right.
That's the energy I'm getting around this person.
Right, so that's more, the outcome is more their energy than your energy, Scorpio.
I want to clarify that, the Seven of Swords. What is this Seven of Swords? Okay. Well, it's escaping some kind of fear. This person seems to have some deep-seated issues related to commitment, marriage, family.
Yeah, it sort of becomes a bit clearer now, doesn't it? This is more about them than it is about you.
I think that's the case.
Yeah.
And of course the energy can be vice versa here, Scorpio, so bear that in mind.
Yes, but if we look at these cards as characteristics of more of what they're bringing to the table than what you're bringing to the table.
Yeah.
We look at this, the feeling of wanting to have defeated somebody. That's more on them.
Yeah.
You look at and then we look at the Seven of Swords.
Yeah.
It could have even been that they left under the they cheated on you.
Yeah, there could have been some trickery involved. Something they were felt shame or guilt about, perhaps.
Yeah, or not.
Or yes, but this does indicate a certain amount of feeling shame and guilt over some action that they've taken. When I get these two cards together, it speaks to me of something that they've been doing perhaps behind someone's back, and they do feel a certain amount of shame and guilt, and this is why they have gone out of this relationship, because they didn't want this to be uncovered, or they didn't want to be... It's conscience.
Right.
I get conscience here.
Right. But as far as pure nature goes, and to the sea, I think those are your cards. I think those cards are with reference to you.
Definitely.
And you recognising your pure nature.
Yeah.
Also, I think to a degree recognising theirs.
Yeah. This kind of energy. I mean, look at this person. I feel like they may have cheated on you. You were unaware of this, but they only cheated on you to get attention, I think. Right.
And there is some level of shame about this all, and
yeah, I think that there's the type of person that would like to be a certain way, but they can't change their nature.
And they certainly want to be seen a certain way as well.
Yeah.
Which means they don't want to reveal that they've been unfaithful.
Yeah, I feel like for them this kind of energy scares the bejesus out of them. That they're not interested in this, but they don't admit to that. I feel for them that they'll do anything to escape from responsibility, from feeling like someone is wanting to see them as someone to commit to, and it's sad really.
They can't get out of their own way.
That's it. This person is their own worst enemy.
Yes, and if you're feeling any pain about something like this, now's the time to stop feeling that pain. Absolve yourself of the responsibility of this relationship ending.
Yeah.
Put more of the responsibility on them.
Yeah, recognise that this person's pure nature here.
Yeah, recognise their pure nature as well as recognise yours.
Yeah.
And recognise also that you deserve far better than this.
That's exactly right. And this person wasn't worthy of you, Scorpio. That's the bottom line. You went into this with pure intentions. Unfortunately, they didn't. But this is kind of a karmic thing. It may have exposed something that needed to be broken down and rebuilt for you. Something that will make you stronger.
Yeah, definitely in the end.
In the end?
Yeah, don't... now the time for regrets are over.
Yeah.
The time for going with the flow is now.
Yeah.
Stay home, repair your nets, and do what you need to do here, but absolve yourself of the responsibility you might be feeling for this ending.
So we'll leave it there for you, Scorpio, and wish you all the very best with this. If you would like a personal reading, please email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. The cost is $35 for a 20-minute reading with both Richard and I, your own personal he said, she said spread for you and your partner. And also please check out the rest of my channel, Gypsy Insights by Michelle. I have my new mid-October readings up, and those are the ones I do by myself. They're quite in-depth, so please go check out your sun, moon, rising on those. So wishing you all the best with this, Scorpio.
Thanks, Scorpio. Goodbye, good luck.